Welcome back to the Week 3 previews and analysis here on the Sports News Analysis YouTube channel. This video is for the game between the Indianapolis Colts and the Jacksonville Jaguars. This game will take place in Jacksonville. Jacksonville at 0-2. This will be their home opener. And the Colts with a record of 0-2 as well, losing two straight primetime games to Denver in Week 1 and last week on Monday Night Football at home to the Eagles. And you start off with the Colts. I mean, the mantra from the Colts this week has to be, we're 0-2, but we haven't played a game in the division yet. They're probably going to look at this week as a week to get back on track. And I think that all starts with two things. Can they get a little bit of a running game going? It's the same thing with the Colts every week because Andrew Luck and his ability to throw the ball down the field and make plays is always going to be there. But how do they protect Andrew Luck? And can that running game get any semblance going whatsoever? I think against teams that they're obviously better than, like Jacksonville, there has to be an onus to sort of work on those things that they're very deficient in. Because even if they're able to skate through, the suspect AFC South, it's a major concern for them when they step up in competition. So look for them to try to establish the run and do what they can do to get a pass rush as well on a Jacksonville team that let up a ton of sacks last week to the Redskins on the road in Washington. And when you talk about Jacksonville, outside of that great first half they played at Philadelphia in Week 1, they've been underwhelming so far. Underwhelming since then, I should say. The second half against Philly, and last week they just got trounced by Washington. I mean, if you look inside the numbers and you watch some of that game, I know the score is 41-10. That might not have even been as indicative as how dominant the Redskins were in that one. So I know certainly at the home opener for the Jaguars, I expected that this defense to be a little bit better this year than it's shown early on. This week against the Colts, I'm not sure if this is the week that defense gets on track. You're getting the effort from the Jaguars like usual. When you struggle on the offensive line and you have an immobile quarterback who doesn't have great receivers, it's just a recipe for disaster on the offensive side of the ball. So until that offense picks it up a little bit, I don't know if you're even going to be able to tell how good that defense has the potential to be. The Colts defense, you can run on them if you have the personnel, and you can certainly throw on them as we've seen in the first 2 weeks here. So I don't know if the Jaguars have the personnel to be able to exploit that. I do think they get a little bit of an edge from how pumped up the crowd will be. Again, Jacksonville, not a huge home crowd advantage, though, so I can't factor that in too heavily. But for Indianapolis, this game is about getting right, getting a division win under their belt, and sort of moving forward here as now, they're really focused on winning that AFC South and sort of letting everything else take care of itself. So I like Indianapolis minus the 7.5 in this game at Jacksonville. Guys, let me know what you think. Hit me up in the comments. Hit me up on Twitter. Be sure to subscribe. Preview every game every week. Always breaking down the news of the day in the NFL. Thanks for listening. Enjoy Week 3.